Set up a killer tone using the fewest steps possible. Step number one, choose your IR. What's really important is that we're going to try to dial in the amp according to the IR. So the first thing we're going to do is go with the IR. I happen to know that one of my favorite IRs in here is this York Audio 57MC IR from the Bipolar Cab Pack. Justin York from Paramore. Amazing sounding impulses. Check them out. We're going to start with that one. Before I do anything, I'll just set the low cut to 80. That's good. Now I'm going to dial up an amp. One of my favorites is the Friedman BE. So we'll go with that one. Let's go to the BE. Where is he? F for Friedman. Here we go. Friedman HBE. We'll go with V1. And let's just have a listen to how that sounds to start with. Not too shabby at all. I'm going to turn the gain down a little bit. Having listened to that, I would like it if it was a little bit brighter and a little less bassy. Now, a couple of ways to get that. We notice that the depth control is quite high on this, so I can try to turn the depth down. Alternatively, I can try to cut bass in the preamp section. The way I'm going to do that, I could use the cut switch here, or I'm going to throw on a drive block. And I've got a couple of drive blocks saved here. My favorite one is this Workhorse. It's basically, I've tried to emulate the Anarchy Audio Workhorse pedal, which is a clon style thing. If you have a look at the settings, I've got the drive quite low, the tone cranked, the level all the way up, a little bit of mids, clipping type to silicon, bit of high cut, bit of low cut, sounds like this. So that's pretty cool. It's sounding a little bit muffled though. So what we're going to do, we'll EQ that out. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to crank the mids a little bit to make it sing a bit more. And then, you know what, I am going to dial out a little bit of the depth. Let's take that down to 4, add a little bit of presence basically to clear it all up. Next, I'm going to add a little bit more treble. Don't be scared to add treble with the Friedman. It's a dark sounding amp. It sounds great when you crank it. Alright, another trick that I picked up as well, you can hear there's a little bit fizzy sounding, so let's just set the input trim to 0.8. Thanks to Justin York again for suggesting this one. That kind of just takes a bit of the fizz out and makes it sound a bit more like an amp. Now I'm going to turn the input drive down again. That's probably a bit too much gain for me. And let's take the mid and the treble to 8. Why not? I'm going to leave the bass where it is. Let's have a listen to that. Alright, next step we're going to go to the speaker drive parameter. I'm going to turn the speaker comp up to 5. I like the way that sounds. And the motor time constant to 150. Then lastly, to tighten up that bottom end, I'm going to go to the speaker page and I'm going to change the low resonance frequency to 85 Hz. Let's have a listen to that. And that to me is a pretty happening heavy tone. If you wanted something that was a little bit crunchy, obviously turn the gain down and EQ accordingly, and there's plenty of gain on tap, which is nice here. The last thing that I'll do, I'll add a little bit of delay so I can play some lead. I really like the Deluxe Mind Guy, so I'm going to go with that. Let's do 420 milliseconds, and we'll leave the feedback where it is, mixed to 25%. Beautiful. I'm going to turn the boost on in the amp because I want heaps of gain for this, and it sounds like this. sounds pretty cool. If you think it sounds cool, leave a comment. If you think it sucks, and that I suck, well, let me know about it and we'll have a discussion about it. See you guys next time.